Hey guys, I got a couple of books from Heroic Signatures and Titan Comics that actually come out tomorrow, November the 5th, for New Comic Book Day that I wanted to make you aware of. We got Solomon Kane, the Serpent Ring trade paperback, and trade paperback volume 3 of the Savage Sword of Conan. So I'm going to do a top-down look at these just to kind of show you what you're going to be getting and why I don't think you want to pass these up. So first up, let's take a look at the trade paperback collection for Solomon Kane, The Serpent Ring. This is by Patrick Zurcher. You got a front cover here by J.H. Williams III, and then the back featuring art by Patrick Zurcher. This collects issues 1 through 4 of the Serpent Ring miniseries and retails for $17.99. This was without a doubt one of my favorite miniseries that has come out this year. I loved everything about this. I loved the character, I loved the story, I loved the artwork. I'm not going to go into what the story is about because I want to, let you guys experience that for yourself. But I do just want to show you some of the amazing art in here. I really think that this was probably a passion project for Patrick Zurcher, if the work in here is any indication. Credits page, Patrick Zurcher is the writer and the artist, and he colors most of this himself too. So that's pretty unique in today's comic world. I'm just going to go through and highlight a few pages and show you why I think this is so special. This is a good example of just the level of detail, and you get a little bit of everything. Just the detail that you see, if you pick that up, like on the guns, on the ships, the attention to detail on the different costumes and the type of clothes that people are wearing, I thought was really good. And I think in the story too, it really comes across that the time period that this is set in is conveyed really well in the settings, the backgrounds, like I said, the clothes. So yeah, just absolutely amazing. And then so we start out in Africa, and then we're off the coast of Africa, and then we come to Venice. And yeah, just look at the detail in the architecture and the bridge. You have a Jewish character here, how he's dressed compared to like the soldier or guard of the city. When I first read this, I was just blown away. I just in my mind tried to think of all the research that he would have had to do just to recreate this time period and these details. Here you have the big bad of the series, the Shah Kabet, priest of Set, and even that the detail in the feathers and the snake, just everything about it just pops off the page. So yeah, I really cannot recommend this highly enough. You don't have to know anything else going into this. You get a great introduction to the character of Solomon Kane, and then the mystery is revealed as you go through. There you get a little bit about Conan and Cull and Brule. So this ties in great with the Conan series itself, with the Serpent Ring. But yeah, so I don't want to show too much more of that. Fantastic book, guys. I would not pass this up if you haven't read it yet. Pick up a trade, you will not regret it. Next up, let's take a look at Savage Sword of Conan. This is volume 3. This collects issues 7 through 9 of the current Savage Sword of Conan magazine, and this is magazine size. You can see, compared to standard comic book size, it's a little bit bigger. You have first here a cover by Neil Adams on the front, and then on the back, cover by Alex Horley, who recently did issue 25 of Conan the Barbarian that was fully painted. So the thing I like about the Savage Sword of Conan book is, for the most part, you get a bunch of smaller kind of one-off stories by a lot of great creators. So I'll just, and sometimes not just Conan, you get other characters in the Robert E. Howard universe. So in this book in particular, you get a story by Roy Thomas with art by Roberto de la Torre that is gorgeous. You get a character that I never knew anything about, Breckenridge Elkins by Patrick Zurcher. A few more Conan stories, and I'll show you some of the artists on those. Cormac Fitzjeffrey, who I didn't know anything about. Conan and Valeria, another Patrick Zurcher one. A Cull story by Fabian Nicieza and Sean Chen. So yeah, and so this is all in black and white, and I just love it. Like, the detail that you see here. So this is Roberto de la Torre, and this just looks like old school comic book art to me. It reminds me of John Buscema's work, and that is definitely a compliment. And then so that was a pretty lengthy story there in that one. Go on to the next one. So this was a character I didn't know anything about, Breckenridge Elkins. He's a kind of a mountain man, and he goes to fight some sort of a werebear here in this story. But I kind of have an affinity for this character right off the bat, just because that's my mother's maiden name. So who knows? And once again, like in the Solomon Kane book, just absolutely gorgeous work by Patrick Zurcher. You get a Conan story featuring art by Chris Burnham. Joe Dusko cover there. And so I have to skip a little bit in this one. This is a mature reader's book. Another Conan story. Get a poem by Jim Zub, the writer of Conan, featuring art by Dan Panosian. This is a very cool kind of European looking artwork by Max von Fafner. Cormac Fitzjeffrey, looks like maybe, I can't remember, it's been since I read the original issue, maybe during the Crusades or something. You get even some short stories in here that come along with an illustrated piece. And so yeah, oh, and this one, so here we have a story written and drawn by Liam Sharp, and I hope the camera can capture look at the detail in this inking. It's just absolutely amazing and beautiful. The cross hatching that he's got going on in here to show the depth, really amazing. Again, if you aren't picking up the regular Savage Sword of Conan book, you can just pick this up not having gotten the previous volumes, because the stories are all kind of independent, one-off stories. Another Patrick Zurcher story here. So you can just jump right in and get some fantastic art and fantastic stories featuring Conan and other Robert E. Howard creations. So, like I said, both of these come out. Let's see, and this one retails for $24.99. So both of these come out for New Comic Book Day tomorrow, November the 5th. So I highly recommend both these books, guys. We'll talk to you later.